Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a video for another level 80 4-star character, but again I would say that Yuri is for sure and can for sure be considered a 5-star character. She is insane, she deals a lot of damage, but this is yet again another single target unit, which is in any case still very strong for you to be able to win in, for example, the Abyssal Lake. She deals a lot of damage. I tried her out and I was able to get to the floor number 30. I die in that floor anyways, but I was able to get there. So if I'm luckier with some of the buff that you can get, you will probably be able to win that without any problems with her. But in any case, guys, I just wanted to showcase this character. She is crazy. Her design is actually pretty good. I do like it a lot. She has some interesting way to ride a massive golden cock. As you can see here, she does this weird movement, right? That's something special that I discovered, and I just wanted to show you guys. It's a pretty interesting way to ride a massive golden cock. Something else that is very satisfying about this character is that you can do this. Boom! Kick stupid dove and destroy it, right? So I do enjoy going around and farming my food with this character just because you destroy things and kill enemies with kicks, right? Again, yeah, stopping with the joke, right? I'm stopping with the joke, even though these are actually good things that I like about the character. But in anyways, let's go ahead and see the stats. So this is my Yuri, 1,208 attack, 207 speed, 91% crit rate, 161% crit damage. No accuracy. I would like more accuracy on this character. Sadly, I don't have enough. Affinity is max, which means that I'm having an extra 50 attack, 50 defense, and 500 HP that you would probably not have. This is in no way is this even close to peak performance for a Yuri. I still need to do some improvements on her gear. But let me tell you guys that this is gear that I actually went ahead and crafted and grinded specifically for her, just to make her stronger and better. So yes, I'm going with crit damage set with 2 pieces of crit rate. I'm going crit rate on the cloak, which I would like for it to, instead of rolling this much attack, right, I would have like for it to roll some crit damage. It would have been way better. You don't really need to have that much attack. I would say 1100, 1200 would be enough attack. So I don't see the reason for me to have that. I probably would try to reroll this piece. I would do it right away if this was a speed instead of defense. But sadly, yes, the defense is here and it may go some rolls there. But I will see. I will still give it a try, at least one reroll, and see if I can get more crit damage. Because if I can get more crit damage on this piece, it would be perfect. It would fix my build. I do have a speed here on the chest piece, which is again another piece that I do need to change. This piece is not good enough. Probably, I think that this chest piece is really good for Beatrice, but is not really good for these characters. So yeah, I'm going to be keeping this piece here for now. But the whole idea is that I need to farm another one. You definitely need to go for a speed on this character on the chest piece though. Don't go for something else. And the pants are attack, and again, some decent rolls on speed, which is not bad. But then I had some rolls here on flat HP, which is really bad, and then a single roll on crit rate. In any case, this is not completely bad. I would have liked for this piece to have crit damage and crit rate and speed, but sadly, that's not the case. And you know, not everything can be perfect, right? When it comes to weapons, I'm using the weapon for Ivy on her. I was considering, you know, using her own weapon because her own weapon will give you additional speed. But you will lose on, you know, you will miss so many stats, so additional attack, additional crit damage, that I don't really think that it is necessary to go for it. When it comes to dupes, max dupes, fully invested. I have not finished investing on attack here. So I still can get even more attack than the amount that I currently have. And I still can have more crit rate as well. It's just that, you know, it's a pain to farm these things. I'm just going to be waiting until there is a week in which you can get double rewards for this. And I'm going to be going from there, you know, and every day just farm this particular, right? The warrior type or the attacking type talents. For now, it is what it is, right? If you want to know something about the dupes and which dupes you want to go first on this character, make sure that you're going first with the ultimate, then passive, then second skill. I think that's the order in which you should go. When it comes to skills, her first skill is really good, 176% attack. The good thing about this skill is that you can apply a speed down on the enemy, and applying a speed down on the enemy is a kind to increasing your damage, because if the enemy has less speed than you would deal more damage. That's what the passive does. If you are faster to your enemy, the faster you are, the more damage you deal. Something else that plays along with that is the second skill that would grant you a speed increase. That's 30% additional speed, and it deals 278% attack to a single enemy. And then you have the ultimate dealing insane 312% damage to one enemy based on your attack, and it gives you an extra turn so you can immediately attack right after you use your ultimate with your crazy good character that has a perfect kit, completely flawless. And so let's go ahead and just go with the demonstration. We are going to be using our favorite punching bags, which is these bosses here. So let's go with Glanus. And when it comes to teams, the team that I'm using with her is going to be the following. We're going with Machina, Ziri, Libertas, and Yuri. You definitely want to have a fire support with Yuri because most of the times, sorry, no, you don't. My bad, my bad. You don't want to have actually a fire support with Yuri. You do want to have actually a water support with Yuri because whenever you're using Yuri, is to go ahead and kill enemies that are of the water element. If you are bringing a fire support, your support may die pretty easy. But anyways, I mean, if you're able to kill the enemy faster, I guess there is no problem with that, right? So let's go ahead and start here. I'm going to be showing you guys something important about the way in which I go about the abilities and everything for this particular character. So the first thing that I'm going to do is just defense break the enemy. All right, so let's go ahead and defense break the enemy. I'm going to be using a skill tree here. And as you can see, I would not have enough points for me to use my ultimate skill. And I don't want to use my ultimate skill. You always want to use your second skill first because it would increase your speed and then that would increase the damage of your ultimate. This is the second skill that's 19,000 damage. Crazy amount, right? And then now we can just go ahead and do just basic attacks here. And here we go with an ultimate skill. Let's see how much damage it does. And that's 22,000, and now I can attack again, and you are dead. 10,000. So yes, it's not the crazy amount of damage that you can do with Sasha, for example, but it's really good anyways, as you can see, right? I was able to just one-shot this boss just in a single rotation. The boss was not even able to move. So Yuri is a crazy good character if you were considering building this character. Now you don't have a reason, to say I don't want to build this character. You definitely can go with her. She's insane. She's crazy strong, and I'm pretty sure that you would enjoy playing this character for the Abyss as well. If you want my advice for when it comes to Abyss, I would say that if you want to make a team for Abyss, I would go for. I would not bring healers. I never bring a healer to Abyss. I would go with Ivy and I would go with Stain. Always bring a Stain to the Abyss because the Stain will be the one that brings you the most amount of skill points so that you can use more and more skills all the time. And Ivy is really good because she would not allow the last boss to move. If you have a good enough Ivy, the boss would never be able to move, and you will be able to deal an insane amount of damage to the enemy without any problems. In any case, guys, that's what I wanted to show you about Yuri today. I do think that this character is really, really good and that you should definitely go ahead and build her. Also, keep in mind that if I'm not wrong, she's in the rate up right now, and Sasha is also in the rate up. So if you want to take advantage of these characters being in the rate up right now, just go ahead and do so. Use these characters because they are really good and they are going to be very useful. I'm pretty sure, I mean, they said something about bringing new bosses to the game for new equipment. So there is going to be an extra boss here, and guess what element it is going to be? It's going to be water element. So if you have your IV ready, if you have your Yuri ready, you would be ready for that boss and you will be able to beat its ass without any problems. I assure you that. In any case, guys, thank you so much for being here. See you in the next one.